guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you our mid-unit review of the Gather Around Homeschool Oceans Unit Study. Are you guys ready? So we have been using the Gather Around Oceans Unit Study now for about 3 weeks, I believe. And so far we're liking it. So I wanted to give you guys just some pros and cons that we have come across, I feel like, just to kind of help you make the decision if you're interested. Disclaimer, I will say that this is our first time using a pre-planned unit study. I have done a few unit studies that I did just created myself for our girls. And so that is what I have to compare to. What I did versus Gather Around's complete unit study that they prepared, obviously. So pros, it's all laid out for you. It has every lesson. There are 20 lessons within the unit study, and the way they have it laid out that you will spend 4 weeks on it. So that's roughly one lesson a day, right? 5 days a week. We do not do that. We space ours out. It's engaging. It has great facts in there, things that you did not know. It changes up with Bible and language arts. There are spelling words and sight words and copy work. There's also scripture memorization. It goes through history about marine biology and important historical figures to help with that. And let's see. Oh, my girls are working on paragraph writing right now, so that's great. It helps with developing, putting a paragraph together and things like that. Trying to think what else. To me, that's good. And it works for all ages. So it has lessons and a student manual for your pre-K all the way up to high school. So if you have multiple ages and you want to teach them all one subject at a time, this has worked great for us. We have an 8-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 3-year-old. And although the 3-year-old is not reading and writing and things like that, she still is able to engage and participate in activities, and so that's great. I love that part of it. I love that it has Bible incorporated in it. It's really good. Some really great things is that there is an app that you can download on your phone to help you with going through each of the units. I have not personally used it, but I am also a part of the Facebook group, which has thousands of people in this group. And there are suggestions like out of this world for things that you can add into every unit study. Gather Around has 10 unit studies, and I believe 2 or 3 mini units, so they're shorter. And each of those unit studies is 20 lessons to be done in 1 month, 5 days a week. So the Facebook group is really great. It's a great support group. Find lots of resources, lots of suggestions, pros and cons, and all of those things. So those things have been really helpful in helping us to navigate this. And basically, I have a teacher's manual. I printed it off, and I go through this manual and read to the kids what's supposed to be read for the lesson for that week. And I did little tabs here for different activities and things like that. So that leads me to some of the cons that people may not like about it. And one of those cons is that me personally, I would not use it as a base curriculum for language arts. Reading, writing, I would not do it. For me personally, I don't feel like it's enough. So we do not use it for that. My girls do the language arts portion of it in literally like 2 minutes. So if you're looking for something that you can make an overall all-around curriculum where you don't have to add in additional material for language arts, to me, this is not it, okay? I would definitely need to supplement if we were using this. So that to me is a con. The next thing is that you will want to add in activities for your children to do. Otherwise, they're reading, they're writing, they're doing spelling words, and they're drawing a picture every day for each lesson. And that's it. There are a few science projects and activities in here, but it's not every single lesson. So that is what I have done. For every lesson, I added in some type of activity for us to do. Whether we are making sharks out of Legos, or making jellyfish models, or whatever it is, I have added in an activity of some sort, at least one for every unit. We also have a sticker book that my girls go through and they find and read about, and I have tons of books. Go check out my Oceans Unit Study material, and I posted and talked about everything that we've added into our unit study. So definitely, if you're looking for something where you don't have to add in additional material and you want it to be super fun and come to life, you have to do the work to put that in place to make it come to life. So you will need to add in activities for your children to keep them engaged outside of reading books and listening to stories, okay? So there's pre-planning that will need to go on. If you're going to add in those activities, you are going to need to get all of the supplies and have it ready. For me, I'm not an open book and start reading type of person. I want to have it planned out. And so I did have to do the work to have it flow for us in our everyday activities. Another con that people may find, which I don't because I had not intended on using it for that, but it does not have a math curriculum that comes with it. So you will need to add in math curriculum from whatever you choose. We use teaching textbooks, but whatever math curriculum you want, you will have to add that in. If you are using this for your overall curriculum, there is no math. That is a con for some people. Like I said, for me, it's not a big deal because I never intended to use it for that anyway. And then another thing that I have found is that some of the lessons are a little long in reading. We just finished whales. Yes, we just finished the whale unit, which I think is unit 8. And there were 6 different whales that we discussed. It was a little lengthy, so I had to break it up. And we talked about the first 3, and then we did an activity that I had planned with the whales, and then we came back and talked about the last 3 and moved on from there. So some of the lessons are long, and that's why I would say if you're doing this every day, it's going to be a lot. So I would not suggest that you do the unit study every day. I would just say, you know, some of those units, like I said, it took us 2 days to go through. There was another unit that was really pretty lengthy in reading, and my girls got bored. They were not interested in that, but I've added on activities, so that helped also. So in short, will we continue the Gather Around Oceans unit study? Yes, we will, because my girls are having a really, really good time with it. With all of the activities that we have incorporated into it, and just learning the facts, and the fact that my daughter chose oceans, so she wanted to know about oceans. So if your child says, I want to learn about the human body, grab the Gather Around Human Body unit study. If your child wants to learn about space, grab the Gather Around Space unit study and just see and allow them to explore that. I have, like I said, I've added on lots of activities to that. So we have an activity for every lesson. My girls are really loving it. So we will continue. But I wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I think other people may find pros and cons about it. And for me, some of the cons are not big enough that I want to abandon it. And the fact that my girls are happy with it, they're excited about starting the unit study, they're excited about when we get to that part, it's a win for us. So I hope that this video helped you. Please like it, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you have used Gather Around unit studies and you found pros and cons, put those below. I'm interested to know what other people think about the units, any of them, maybe not even just the Oceans unit, but any of the units. So I would say for us, Gather Around is still a green light. We are going to continue using it. So I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you guys next time for another video. Bye.